This microcredential deals with plant propagation and consists of 5 targeted skills. This targeted skill addresses sexual propagation overview. Sexual propagation involves a flower that is pollinated, usually by wind, some birds or insects, in order to join the male sex cell to the female sex cell to produce a seed. The plant that grows from this seed is the result of this union and will have some characteristics of both parents. However, in asexual propagation, there is only one parent for the offspring. Offspring will be genetically identical. Many plants can be produced quickly, but their lack of genetic diversity may cause them to be less hardy and more susceptible to plant disease and pests. In sexual propagation, the female part of one flower, called a pistil, has ovules that are unfertilized eggs. They are fertilized by pollen, male sex cells produced at the top of the male structure, called a stamen, of a different flower of the same species. Pollination is the transfer of pollen from the top of the stamen to the top of the pistil. A pollen grain grows a tube down through the pistil to unite and fertilize the ovule. It then grows into a seed, surrounded by a protective covering of some kind, to assist in the seed dispersal later. With proper temperature, water, and soil growing conditions, seeds will generally germinate, that is, sprout quickly to grow into mature plants that come from 2 parents. Seeds are usually the cheapest and most effective method of plant propagation when growing crops commercially and in vegetable gardens. Advantages of sexual propagation include: 1. It is the easiest, least expensive method of plant propagation for producing mature plants. 2. Plants produced are hardy and generally have strong root systems. 3. It can produce new varieties of plants, often with improved hybrid vigor in comparison to parent plants. 4. Seeds have the ability to be dormant during some unfavorable environmental conditions. 5. Certain plant diseases may be reduced or avoided with hybrid plants in comparison to parent plants due to their genetic diversity. Disadvantages of sexual propagation are: 1. Plants raised using seeds have a long juvenile period before reaching maturity and being capable of producing seeds and fruit. 2. Seeds that develop into trees have deep root systems that allow them to grow large at maturity. They can take up a lot of space or land. 3. Some plant diseases are viral and can infect seeds that may not allow them to grow into plants. 4. Some seedless fruits, such as navel oranges, do not produce seeds obviously, so they have to be reproduced by an asexual propagation method. 5. Most seeds can only sprout or germinate naturally during specific environmental conditions. 6. Seeds differ in their requirements for temperature, rainfall, light, and oxygen unless grown artificially inside a climate-controlled environment. In closing, it takes longer to produce mature plants from seeds in comparison to using asexual propagation methods. However, their genetic diversity provides them with the ability to survive better in a changing environment than asexually propagated plants. Seeds have the ability to be dormant. 4. Seeds have the ability to be dormant during some unfavorable environmental conditions.